Hello friends, I'm Dr. Priya and I am going to talk about qualitative research. In the series of videos of qualitative research, you will be able to identify the characteristics of qualitative data, formulate qualitative research questions, which we have already done in the previous first video of mine. Now we are going to develop a robust qualitative research design, and finally we are going to apply the criteria of validity and reliability to study the qualitative research questions which we have set in the beginning of this research study. In this particular video, we are going to study about data collection methods for qualitative research. Now, if we look at the research design, we have already determined for ourselves the focus of our research. We have formulated good research questions. We have now determined the sampling unit of analysis, which is not representative, but it is a information rich case which will provide us newer and sufficient information to provide us answers to the experiences, perceptions, belief of individuals, of institutions, of specific cases, which will help us to answer the research questions, which will help us to build on concepts and conceptual frameworks so that we are able to build a theory, possibly at the end of our research. The research design will further go on to define what type of data is required, whether we require data which is in words, in the form of interviews, tweets, diaries, field notes, or in the form of images, photos, videos. So we will be able to define exactly in what form we are going to capture the data required for our research. Then we will decide on the sampling strategy, whether we need to do a field survey, whether we need to do a focus group interview, whether we need to do a case study analysis, or we need to do specific specialized qualitative research methods such as phenomenology, ethnography, and so on. And finally, we will move to the final stage of analysis of data. So today, first and foremost, we will decide a sample size. The sample size is of the unstructured data which we are going to collect, which therefore is, as I said, information rich. We are not going to predetermine the sample size, but we are going to move from individual to individual, and the size will remain undefined till the time we are able to meet newer and newer information, fetch new information from new cases, from new individuals, from individuals who can provide us more insights into the experiences and perceptions. The moment the individuals and the cases investigated, interviewed, or documents retrieved are unable to provide us new information, that is when there is a saturation, theoretical saturation, when we are not able to get any more new information. That is the time when we can think that now we can stop investigating or our data collection process is over. So till the time the data collection process will continue, till we feel that there is an exhaustion of new information coming in to help us in meeting the requirements of our research, in getting closer to the outcomes that will help us to solve and to get answers to the research questions which are based on the propositions which we have set at the beginning of the study. So now we are moving on to the data collection methods. Some of the most popular methods are observation. We observe, it could be with our active involvement or without active participation. We may observe at a distance, and we may not like our bias to come in. So therefore, we are observing at a distance and we try to gain information about experiences and behavior of individuals studied in the natural surroundings. How they behave in the society, how they behave in the social setups, that we are going to study. Their mindsets, the experiences, and we are trying to gain insights. Interview. When we second method we can adopt is face-to-face interview. We can use unstructured questions, open-ended questions. We can listen to them, we can record their answers, and the first round of questions will provide us insights into the second round of questions which we can ask possibly, so that we are gaining the confidence and the trust and are able to get more and more in-depth knowledge about the experiences of, and about their beliefs. Next is focus group discussions. Sometimes we might feel that if we have discussions with close groups, smaller groups, where everyone has a chance to talk, we may get more in-depth information. So then this method can be adopted to gain insights. Next, very popular method is document review. We said for our study that certain records, certain diaries, certain documents have to be retrieved, certain archives have to be retrieved to study the pattern of communication, describe the characteristics of individuals and organizations, which will help us in answering the prepositions or the research questions which we have said in the beginning of the study. Some other specific quantitative research approaches are phenomenology, which is the study of a phenomena, which means we are studying a phenomena by describing the lived experiences of individuals in this social settings. We try to examine the uniqueness of the individual's lived situations. This study is done for a long duration. It tries to describe a specific phenomena, like the phenomena of gender diversity. The methods here could be direct observation or using audio or videotape to record the experiences of the individuals as they live in their social gatherings. One another very popular method is enthography. Enthos mean people, graphy means writing, and so we are writing about people experiences, but trying to write about the experiences to explore their cultural differences, their cultural characteristics. It could be through observation or through face-to-face interview. Here the researcher usually tries to live in proximity to the, spends a lot of time in proximity to the individuals he is going to study. And this study tries to uncover the cultural differences, the characteristics, the experiences of the particular individuals he is trying to investigate to gain in-depth knowledge or insights into the lived experiences. Like, for example, the research problem is you are trying to understand the cultural differences in the life of tribal people living in a particular area. So then you, as a researcher, if you adopt this method, you will have to do a field work. You have to scientifically go to the places where these tribal people are living and reside with them, live with them for a long time to actually gain useful, meaningful insights into the lived experiences. The purpose, therefore, is description of cultural characteristics, often using a small number of cases. Cases which are rich in providing you insights, which are exhaustive, and which can give you information which is possibly helping you to gain insights into the beliefs, into their attitudes, into their intentions, into their habits as they live their lives in their tribal settings. If your problem is investigating into the lives of the tribal people. Case study. Now, case study is a very popular method and is gaining importance. Now, case study is when you have selected a particular institution or particular individual as a case, and you try to gain in-depth knowledge of the experiences of that particular person, family, community, or institution, and those dimensions of life or that those dimensions of occurrence of events are only related to that particular case. So you try to explore, you try to observe, you try to interact and gain in-depth description of the experiences of that particular case. Grounded theory, a theory which is gaining, an approach which is gaining very much popularity nowadays. Here you are trying to build a theory based on the conceptual framework which emerges out of the patterns of similarity between the insights which you have gained as a researcher from your investigation. And you try to integrate those concepts, those themes and patterns which are based on the experience of individuals to build a theory. The methods here would be interview, observation, document review, or a combination of these methods. Thank you. Stay tuned for more videos in this series.